Imagine this. It's your first day at a new job. You walk into the office and your manager says, "Could you introduce yourself to the team?" You understand the words, but suddenly you don't know what to say. Then someone asks, "What do you do?" A coworker says, "Can you help me with this?" Your manager asks, "Are you available for a quick meeting?" You know some English, but you don't feel confident speaking. Don't worry. Today, we're going to practice the English you actually need at work.
You'll learn how to introduce yourself, talk to coworkers, ask for help, make polite requests, talk about schedules and meetings, and respond naturally in everyday workplace conversations.
And the best part, you're not just going to listen.
You're going to speak with us.
So get ready to practice. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Talk Daily. I'm Wilbert.
And I'm Donna.
Today is day 10 of our English Fluency Challenge.
And today's topic is English for work and the workplace.
If you're working in an English-speaking environment, looking for a job, preparing for an interview, or simply want to feel more confident talking to coworkers, this lesson is for you.
We'll listen to realistic conversations, learn useful expressions, answer questions, and practice speaking through shadowing.
So don't just listen.
Listen
Pause.
and speak.
By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to introduce yourself to coworkers, talk about your job and responsibilities, ask someone for help, make polite requests, talk about schedules and meetings, ask for clarification when you don't understand, and respond naturally in everyday workplace conversations.
We'll start with simple workplace English, then we'll make the situations a little more challenging.
Ready? Let's go to work. Situation 1. Your first day at work.
Wilbert, let's imagine it's your first day at a new company.
Okay, I'm a little nervous already.
That's normal. You walk into the office, and I am your new coworker.
Okay, let's do it.
Hi, you must be Wilbert.
Yes, that's right. Hi, I'm Wilbert.
Nice to meet you, Wilbert. I'm Donna.
Nice to meet you too.
Is this your first day?
Yes, it is. I'm excited to be here.
That's great. What department are you working in?
I'm working in the sales department.
Oh, nice. What will you be doing?
I'll be helping customers and preparing sales reports.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, I'm looking forward to learning new things.
You'll like the team. Everyone is very friendly.
That's good to hear.
Do you need anything before the orientation starts?
Actually, yes. Could you show me where the meeting room is?
Of course. It's down the hall next to the kitchen.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Important phrases.
Phrase 1. Nice to meet you.
We use this when meeting someone for the first time.
For example, "Hi, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you." A natural alternative is, "It's nice to meet you." Phrase 2. I'm looking forward to.
This means you are excited about something that will happen in the future. Example, I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to learning more about the job.
This is a very useful phrase at work. Phrase 3. Could you show me? This is a polite way to ask someone to help you find something. Example, could you show me where the bathroom is? Could you show me how to use this computer? 5. Quick speaking challenge.
Now it's your turn. Imagine you're starting a new job. Someone says, "Hi, I'm Donna. What's your name?"
What do you say? Great. You can say, "Hi, I'm Wilbert. Nice to meet you."
Now imagine your coworker asks, "What department are you working in?"
You could say, "I'm working in the marketing department," or "I work in the customer service department." Situation 2. Asking a coworker for help. Now let's make the situation a little more difficult. You've started your job, but you don't know how to use a computer program. You don't want to sound rude. What can you say?
Let's listen to the conversation.
Donna, do you have a minute?
Sure, what's up?
I'm having trouble with this report.
What's the problem?
I'm not sure how to add the new information.
No problem. Let me take a look.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Okay, first click on this button.
This one?
Yes, then choose Edit.
Okay.
Now you can enter the information here.
Oh, I see.
It's pretty easy once you know where everything is.
Right. Thanks for showing me.
Anytime.
Important phrases. Do you have a minute?
This is a very common workplace expression. It doesn't always mean exactly 1 minute. It usually means, are you free for a short conversation?
For example, do you have a minute? I have a question. I'm having trouble with. This means you're experiencing a problem. Examples. I'm having trouble with my computer. I'm having trouble opening this file. I'm having trouble understanding this report.
This is much more natural than simply saying, I have a problem. Let me take a look. This means, let me look at it and see what I can do.
It's very useful when someone asks you for help. I really appreciate it. This is a polite way to thank someone. Example, thanks for helping me. I really appreciate it.
7. Pronunciation tip. Here's a small pronunciation tip. Native speakers often connect words together. For example, do you have a minute? In natural speech, it may sound more like, do you have a minute?
Don't worry about copying the exact sound immediately. First, speak clearly. Then, gradually make your English more natural.
Clear first, natural later.
8. Listening comprehension. Let's see how well you understood the conversation. Question 1. What problem did Wilbert have?
He was having trouble with a report.
Question 2. Who helped him?
Donna helped him.
Question 3. What did Donna tell Wilbert to click?
She told him to click on a button.
Excellent. Now here's a little harder one. What did Wilbert say after Donna helped him?
He said, thanks for showing me.
9. Situation 3. Asking for clarification. Here's a phrase many English learners really need at work. What do you say when someone speaks too quickly or gives you information you don't understand?
You don't need to pretend you understand. Ask politely. Listen.
Let's hear an example.
Wilbert, I need you to update the spreadsheet before the afternoon meeting.
Okay.
And please check the figures in the last 3 columns before you send it to the finance team.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Sure. I said, please check the figures in the last 3 columns.
Got it.
Do you need any help with the spreadsheet?
Maybe. I'm not completely familiar with this file yet.
That's okay. I can explain it.
Thanks. Could you explain what I need to check?
Sure.
Useful clarification phrases.
Here are some phrases you can use when you don't understand.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Could you speak a little more slowly?
Could you explain that again?
I'm not sure I understand.
Could you clarify that?
And one of the most useful, do you mean? For example, do you mean I should send the report today?
That's a great way to check your understanding.
10. Speaking challenge. Ask for clarification. Imagine your manager gives you instructions, but you don't understand them. You want them to repeat the instructions. What do you say?
You can say, sorry, could you say that again?
Now imagine the person is speaking too quickly.
Could you speak a little more slowly?
Excellent. Remember, asking for clarification is not a weakness. It's a professional skill.
11. Situation 4. Talking about your work.
Now let's talk about something you'll probably do every day at work. Talk about what you do.
I'll ask you some questions.
What do you do?
I work in customer service.
What are your main responsibilities?
I answer customer questions, solve problems, and update customer information.
What do you like about your job?
I like helping people. I also enjoy working with my team.
What's the most difficult part of your job?
Sometimes we have very busy days.
How do you handle busy days?
I try to stay organized and focus on one task at a time.
That's a good answer. Key workplace vocabulary.
Let's quickly review some useful workplace words.
Coworker, someone you work with.
Manager, the person who manages a team or department.
Department, a part of a company such as sales or finance.
Meeting, a time when people get together to discuss work.
Deadline, the time by which something must be finished.
Task, a piece of work you need to complete.
Schedule, a plan showing when things will happen.
12. A surprisingly useful phrase, I'll take care of it.
Here's a workplace phrase you'll hear often. I'll take care of it.
It means, I will handle this. For example,
Could you send this email to the client?
sure, I'll take care of it.
It sounds confident and professional.
Another example, there's a problem with the printer. I'll take care of it.
Great. It's short, simple, and very useful.
13. Situation 5. Talking about a meeting.
Now let's talk about meetings.
Imagine I want to schedule a meeting with you.
Are you available tomorrow morning?
Let me check my schedule. Yes, I'm available at 10.
Does 10 a.m. work for you?
Yes, that works for me.
Great. Let's meet in the conference room.
Sounds good.
The meeting should take about 30 minutes.
Okay, is there anything I need to prepare?
Yes, please bring the latest sales report.
No problem. I'll have it ready.
Perfect.
Natural workplace expressions.
Does 10 a.m. work for you? Means, is 10 a.m. okay for you?
Let me check my schedule. Means, let me see when I'm free.
Sounds good. Means, that sounds good to me.
I'll have it ready. Means, I will prepare it before the meeting.
14. Natural English section.
Now let's make your English sound a little more natural.
Formal. I would like to ask you a question.
Natural. Can I ask you a quick question?
Formal. I do not understand.
I'm not sure I understand.
Please repeat what you said.
Could you say that again?
I will handle this task.
I'll take care of it.
Is the meeting time convenient for you?
Does that time work for you? Notice something? Natural English doesn't always mean difficult English. Sometimes it means using shorter, more common expressions.
15. Listening comprehension round 2.
Let's test your listening again. Question 1. What time did Wilbert say he was available for the meeting?
10 a.m.
Question 2. Where were they going to meet?
In the conference room.
Question 3. What did Donna ask Wilbert to bring?
The latest sales report.
Excellent. 16. Shadowing practice.
Now it's time for one of the most important parts of today's lesson, shadowing practice.
Here's how it works. Listen to the sentence, then repeat it aloud. Try to copy our pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation.
Don't worry about being perfect. Just speak. Sentence 1.
Hi, I'm Wilbert. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Wilbert. Nice to meet you.
Now a little more naturally. Hi, I'm Wilbert. Nice to meet you.
Sentence 2.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to be here.
Sentence 3. What department are you working in?
What department are you working in?
Sentence 4. Could you show me where the meeting room is?
Could you show me where the meeting room is?
Sentence 5. Do you have a minute?
Do you have a minute?
Sentence 6. I'm having trouble with this report.
I'm having trouble with this report.
Sentence 7. Could you help me with this?
Could you help me with this?
Sentence 8. Let me take a look.
Let me take a look.
Sentence 9. Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Sentence 10. Sorry, could you say that again?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Sentence 11. Could you speak a little more slowly?
Could you speak a little more slowly?
Sentence 12. I'm not sure I understand.
I'm not sure I understand.
Sentence 13. Do you mean I should send the report today?
Do you mean I should send the report today?
I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of it.
Sentence 14. Let me check my schedule.
Let me check my schedule.
Sentence 15. Does 10 a.m. work for you?
Does 10 a.m. work for you?
Yes, that works for me.
Yes, that works for me.
Sentence 16. Is there anything I need to prepare?
Is there anything I need to prepare?
Sentence 17. I'll have it ready.
I'll have it ready.
Sentence 18. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
17. Speaking challenge.
Now we're going to test your speaking. Don't look at the answer immediately. Think, speak, then listen to our answer.
Challenge 1. You meet a new coworker for the first time. What do you say?
Hi, I'm blank. Nice to meet you.
Challenge 2. You need help with a computer problem. What do you say?
Could you help me with this? Or, I'm having trouble with my computer.
Challenge 3. Your manager speaks too quickly. What do you say?
Could you speak a little more slowly?
Challenge 4. You don't understand an instruction. What do you say?
I'm not sure I understand. Could you explain that again?
Challenge 5. Someone asks when you're available. What do you say? Let me check my schedule. Challenge 6. Someone asks if 2 p.m. is okay. You are available. What do you say?
Yes, that works for me.
Challenge 7. Your coworker asks you to send an email. You agree. What do you say?
Sure, I'll take care of it.
Challenge 8. You want to ask your coworker a question. What can you say?
Do you have a minute?
19. Mini role play, a real workday. Now let's put everything together. No explanations, just listen to the conversation. Imagine this is a normal morning at work.
Good morning, Wilbert.
Good morning, Donna. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing well.
Are you ready for the team meeting?
Almost. I'm just finishing the sales report.
Do you need any help?
Actually, yes. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
I'm having trouble with the last section of the report.
Let me take a look.
Thanks.
Okay, I think you just need to update these numbers.
Oh, I see.
Then save the file and send it to the manager.
Sorry, could you say that last part again?
Sure, save the file and send it to the manager.
Got it.
Are you going to be ready for the meeting?
Yes, I'll have it ready in a few minutes.
Great.
By the way, what time does the meeting start?
It starts at 10.
Okay, does it take place in the conference room?
Yes, that's right.
Perfect. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
I really appreciate it.
Anytime. See you in the meeting.
See you there.
Let's quickly review today's most important workplace phrases.
Number 1. Nice to meet you.
Number 2. Could you show me?
Number 3. Do you have a minute?
Number 4. I'm having trouble with.
Number 5. Could you say that again?
Number 6. I'm not sure I understand.
Number 7. Let me check my schedule.
Number 8. Does that work for you?
Number 9. I'll take care of it.
And number 10. I really appreciate it.
If you're learning English for work, remember this.
You don't need perfect English to communicate well.
You need useful English.
You need practice.
And you need the confidence to speak even when you make mistakes.
Maybe today you learned only 5 new phrases. That's okay.
Use those 5 phrases at work. Practice them tomorrow. Then learn 5 more.
Don't just listen to English. Speak it, repeat it, use it.
And remember, every conversation is practice. Every mistake is part of learning. Every sentence you speak makes you a little more confident.
If you enjoyed today's lesson, subscribe to English Talk Daily and come back for the next English Fluency Challenge.
And here's today's question. What English situation at work is most difficult for you? Talking to coworkers, speaking to your manager, joining meetings, or asking for help?
Tell us in the comments.
We'd love to hear from you.
See you in the next lesson.
Keep practicing.
And keep speaking English. Bye.